My dear students, in the last video, I discussed about the concept of series circuit and simple problems on series circuit. Today, in this video, I am going to discuss about the concept of parallel circuit. First of all, what is a parallel circuit? When similar ends of different resistances like R1, R2, R3. I have taken three resistances. Every resistance will have start and finish ends. When similar ends of different resistances join together as shown in this, that is, the start points of all the three resistances are joined at point A and the finish ends of all the three resistances are joined at point B. Now, a battery of voltage V volts is applied to the circuit as shown in figure. Then this circuit is said to be a parallel circuit. The equivalent circuit of the parallel circuit is given by a circuit shown with a resistance R equivalent or R total. What is equivalent circuit? Instead of representing the three resistances, it can be shown with a single resistance known as R equivalent or R total. Remaining are same as it is with this circuit. That is, across the AB, the total voltage is V. Now we are going to find out the value of R equivalent or R total from this derivation. Now, what is the first point regarding parallel circuit? The first point is when similar ends of different resistances like R1, R2, R3, different resistances joined together is known as parallel circuit. Okay, joined together is known as parallel circuit. What is the main point in parallel circuit? So in parallel circuit, if you see the three resistances, how the three resistances were connected, if you take R1, it is connected across the terminals AB with a potential of V. Similarly, R2 is also connected across the terminals AB and also R3. That means once you join the similar ends together, if you take any resistance, whether it is R1, R2 or R3, all the three resistances are joined across the two terminals A and B only. Because of that, the A is connected to the positive potential of the battery and B is connected to the negative potential of the battery. That means what we can conclude from these three, that is the second point. Voltage is same. Voltage or potential difference is same across all resistances. Mana em teeskuntavi, whatever the resistance we have taken, that potential difference is same across all branches or resistances. That is the second point. The third point is once we apply the voltage, the current will be supplied by this battery, that is the total current. The total current at this junction is divided among the three resistances with the values I1, I2, I3, and once again these three will combine at this point and it will be returned to the battery. So whatever the total current is coming from this battery, that will be returned to this. Is it clear? Now in the equivalent circuit also will show the total current as I total. Right? Now, if you take the each resistance separately, what is the current in the first resistance? I1. The current in the second resistance? I2. Third resistance? I3. So what is shown here, the voltage or potential drop is same across each resistance, but the currents are different. Currents are different. Why the currents are different in each resistance? The reason is, even though they are having the same potential, but because of different resistances, the values of currents are different. If you find out the values according to Ohm's law, the value of current in the first resistance I1 equal to V by R1. Similarly, what is the value of I2 here? I2 equal to V by R2 and I3 equal to V by R3. That means V is same in all the three resistances, but resistances are different. Because of that, we are having different currents. So what we can observe from this first circuit, the total current is divided across these three. I total equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So if you substitute these values, we can write V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. By taking V as common, we can write V multiplied by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Let it be the equation 1. Now, from the equivalent circuit, we can conclude. What we can conclude from this equivalent circuit, total current is given by V by RT. Let it be second equation. So therefore, by equating these two, we can write V by R total equal to V 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Therefore, from this, the total resistance or equivalent resistance in a parallel circuit is given by the sum of the reciprocal of the resistances. So what is the reciprocal? R1 reciprocal value is 1 by R1, R2 reciprocal is 1 by R2 and R3 reciprocal is 1 by R3. That means just like series circuit, in parallel circuit also we can write the formula for total resistance as the reciprocal of total resistance equal to the sum of reciprocal values of individual resistance. So it is difficult to remember the resistance values formula by using this, but in simplified manner, in a series circuit, when we are having only two branches, say for example R1 and R2, we can write the total resistance as 1 by RT equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. In simplified manner, it will be given by R total equal to product of two resistances by sum of the two resistances. So in this way, we can remember the total resistance of two resistance easily by taking the product of given two values by sum of the two resistances. So this is the total resistance formula when two resistances are taken. Similarly, suppose if you are connecting three resistances, R1, R2, R3, then we can write 1 by RT equal to 1 by R1, 1 by R2, 1 by R3. By taking the LCM, we can write like this. So this is R2, R3, R1, R3 and R1, R2. So therefore, directly we can write the total resistance as by product of three resistances by, in the denominator, R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1. In the short form, the denominator value normally we will be expressed it with sigma R1, R2. That is, sigma means sum of product of two resistances at a time will take. By taking the product of R1, R2, R2, R3 and R3, R1. Sigma is always sum. Sum of what? The product of two resistance at a time. That means R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1. So this is the parallel circuit. Once again, just I am concluding the points. First point, when similar ends of different resistances join together, it is called a parallel circuit, as shown in figure. In parallel circuit, voltage or potential difference is same across each resistance as shown here. Third point, currents are different. Why the currents are different? Because of different resistances. I1, I2, I3 as given here. Fifth point, the total current is divided among these three resistances as sum of these three currents. By taking the voltage common, we can write like this. And sixth one, from the equivalent circuit, we can find the total current like this. So by equating 1 and 2 equations, we can write the total resistance value as reciprocal of total resistance equal to sum of the reciprocal of individual resistances. In shortcut, when two resistances are joined in parallel, the total resistance is given by product of two resistances by sum of two resistances. Similarly, whenever we join three resistances in parallel, the total resistance is given by product of the three resistances divided by sigma of R1 R2. What is sigma of R1 R2? The sum of product of pair of resistances, that is R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1. Thank you.